Welcome to a short session on how to use Google Read and Write. Going through this, what I'm going to show you right now is how you can use Google Read and Write with a Google Doc. The same would apply to a PDF. If you have a Google PDF, you can do the same thing with that. But this is just going to give you a few of the tools you can use with this document going through. So we're going to start with this Google Doc that I've put up in your Google Drive, so you can have a look through this and do the same thing afterwards. The first thing I'm going to show you is that Google Read and Write will actually work where it will read back to you. So simply, I've opened up, if you don't have this toolbar open, what you can do is you can go up to the top where all of your Google extension icons are shown and look for the little puzzle piece. It's a little purple puzzle piece. It says RW on it. That's what you're looking for with Google Read and Write. If you don't see that, if you don't have that, please make sure you notify the teacher so that they can come over and make sure they get that installed with it, on the computer for you. So we have it all installed. We're all ready to go. We have our first document up and I want it to read to me. So coming up to here, press play. Now I'm listening to this, and if you press pause, what's going to happen is your whole, let's go back here again a second. If I press pause, the rest of my bar is going to disappear except for my stop. So I'm going to stop at that point because I want to go through and change a few things on here. The three little dots on the right hand side is say more. This is going to give me my options. So going into here, I can change, when I'm looking at speech, I can change the actual accent of the person who's speaking here with me. So I'm going to go down here. Here we go. So I got US, UK English, we're going to go with US Samantha. And if I want Samantha to talk faster, I can speed this up. So I'm going to go through here, and again, I'm going to press play. Now, Samantha's talking a little too fast for me, so I'd like to slow that down. Bring Samantha way down here. And again, we're going to press play. Okay, so a little too slow. For me, I'm going to put it probably about 50. I'm not overly fond of Samantha. I think we're going to go with Tom. Okay, so there's the voice I'm going to choose. It's what I'm going to do with this. And you might be thinking, why would I ever need this? Well, some people, may need some help with the reading with it. I use this for if I have a long document that's on the computer and I'm going to need to read all of it. I find it easier to have it read to me because I don't read very well off a computer screen. So if I'm reading something that is more like very dense in text, then I would use this to go through with that. It's available for everybody, so use it if you want to. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it is a great tool to use, and I highly recommend it to any of you to use it with it. So that's the reading part with it. Now, the next thing you can do with this is you can also go through and you can build vocabulary lists, or you can build a dictionary of your own, or you can even just look up word meanings. So you can go through here and you can go, now I don't know, let's say what this word right here means. So I can go through and I can highlight it, and I can press the dictionary over here on this side, and this will give me the word and the definition. Okay, so that gives me an idea with that. Now let's say I want to go through and you've been asked by a teacher or somebody else to go through and build a vocabulary list of words that you don't know or words you think you're going to need to know. So Biology 12 students, this is a great one for you if you've got the document online and you need to build a vocab list to go through and to study with. I'm going to highlight in pink all the words that I think I'm going to need to have for my vocabulary list. I'm going to go through and highlight all my words in pink. This one right here. And we're going to do 4 words with it. Oh, this is going to vision. Okay, these are all my vocabulary lists. Now, once I have all of this, I can go through a couple things with this. I can go through and I can make just a document list, or I can go through and make a vocabulary list with this key right here. My vocabulary list will do a totally different Google Doc coming up here with it. So it's going to bring it up for me. Okay, there we go. Try one more time. New vocabulary, new documents, there we go. Now there's a new vocabulary list. Now, you may not be able to see this in the Screencastify because it doesn't always bring everything up with it, but I'm hoping that it does. If it doesn't, what it does is it brings up a whole new vocabulary list that goes through and actually goes through and gives you the word, the meaning, the symbol, and the notes. So that's what it does with this. And then that way you can go through and use this for studying. Again, it's the same thing. You can go through and play every part of it, anything else you want to do with that. So I'm going to go back here to this. So here we go with that. All right. So back to that, it'll actually go through and make it. Now we've got all these different highlights on here, and you're like, this is really kind of messing up my document. I don't want to keep this here. We can just go in and sweep them away, and away they go. Okay, so that's that part. The other thing we have here as well is we also have the picture dictionary, which if you want to, use it for pictures to remember things, you can use that as well. As well on here, you can use the talk and type. So if you have a headset with a boom mic on it, you can go through and actually be talking into it, and it'll type for you right on the screen. Now, speaking of typing, I'm going to go down here to the bottom of the document. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to choose on the prediction. So the prediction actually brings up different words. So let's say I want to type in the robotics team. And what it will do is actually show me the words there with it. You can choose them with your mouse. If you choose to do that, you can just type them in. So robotics team came in to, not typing very well because I'm being watched, to build the new robot on the weekend. Okay, there is our new sentence. And we've done it all with the prediction going on through here. And again, when you go through to, you can actually see what it is here with it. Okay, so if you're a little stuck with your spelling, this is going to help you with that. If you're stuck on what word to use, this is going to help you with that. And these are the keys that are really great using Google Read and Write with Docs. So I want you to check out the next video as well on how to use Google Read and Write with web pages.